Oh, one incredible afternoon. I'm going to get right into this because I need to help and get this done. I'm about to do two 20-ounce tumblers because I have to help and go and drop them off to my cousin. So we're going to jump right into this. If you missed the video earlier, um, on this platform on Facebook or on Celloholics Anonymous on YouTube, if you missed it, you can go watch it. If you saw it, this is the final design that I end up doing, and I'm going to put them on the tumbler. So if you want to see how I took it from one file and then manually chased everything out, cropped everything out, and then rearranged it, go check out that video. Now, the words and stuff at the bottom, that's not on the video. I did that afterwards, but the rest of it is on the video. So you guys can go check that out. Ooh, 1 second. I almost forgot to open up my vents. Oh, yeah. Because it got a little hot in here because I had closed them before. All right, I have to try and do this on my desk. My still, kind of cuckoo crazy. So we're going to jump right into this and switch it over to my desktop so I can show you guys that. But as per usual, oh wait, first let me introduce myself. My name is Ho. H to the is O. No, I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365. We are the parent company of Celloholics Anonymous, which is my platform to teach you guys Cello Studio. Honestly speaking, product line, we carry a wide variety of products for your printing needs, such as sublimation ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink, the cartridges, the syringes, needles, tape, all that kind of good jazz. And 365 Creative Academy is my academy to help you unlock your creativity. All right. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and also share our screen. This is our website, shop.hsinc365.com. And here is where you can purchase everything that I'm going to be using today. So you can visit the website for the heat tape that I'm using. This was printed with my Epson 7720. So we do have the cartridges and things for that. And of course, I'm using, honestly speaking, fast dry sublimation paper. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to the other camera. Let me move my keyboard out of the way because we won't need that right now. All right, let's put you over here. Hopefully I won't need it. All right, move this. Like I said, I'm working in kind of a smaller space here because my other table is still full of stuff. All right, what did I do with my cutting mat? I'm just going to use my silhouette mat. Don't talk about the fact that, yes, it is not the cleanest. I just need something to cut on. Oh, gosh, come on. Okay. So we're going to put that down. I'm going to grab my ruler. And let's start with the top one. This has a what is this thing? A cork on the bottom, which makes holding it down to like line it up a little bit harder. So I just flipped it over. All right. The side that is going down on the tumbler is this side. So I want to make sure that this side is nice and straight. I'm not really worried about cutting down this side because there's going to be some overlap and you're not going to see it anyway. And then, of course, the top. which is going to get cut down a little bit more once it's on the tumbler. But this helps me manage it a little bit better and know exactly where to, like, well, not have to, I'm actually going to place it based off of the bottom. So this one's technically done. I mean, I can cut this side off. It gives you a little bit more to pull. I don't really like for it to be that much, so I'm going to cut down a little bit off of this flap side. The design itself naturally has an overlap, but this is just going to be a little bit extra to help me pull it. All right. How are you guys doing? Go ahead. If this is something that you're interested in, go ahead, drop some hearts. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And let's see. I completely forgot to do this. So let's see. There we go. Turn this down. And
we're in the corner and on it.
There we go. Share. All right. There we go. All shared out. All right. Now we're going to cut this one down. Again, on the tumbler, I'm going to cut that all the way down. I'm going a little bit past the design to make sure that I don't have any white, and it's straight color. The bottom part is not as important because, I mean, we can always trim it once it's on there, but I am going, oh, child, I can barely see where that line. This is a white design. Well, it's paper. Ooh, I can barely see that. Hopefully this is straight because I can barely see that. And then, of course, the top, which this one is not as important because, I mean, I want to make sure I don't have any white just in case it goes all the way to the top. But normally I have to trim it a little bit anyway because it goes all the way to the top. I mean, it doesn't go all the way to the top. And we're going to cut just a little bit off of the end of this so it's not too much overlap because it naturally has overlap built into the design. Okay. So now I am going to wipe the tumblers down with a little bit of alcohol. This is the tumblers that I don't really care for because it has like a weird little lip at the bottom. But these are for my little cousin, for her teacher. So her mom, well, I mean, her mom is my cousin. She's still my little cousin, but she's not little. She grown. But it's for her to give to her daughter's teachers at school. So I'm going to go ahead, wipe those down. It's alcohol, so that's going to air dry as I set the next one up. This kind of rolls. I mean, it'll roll like on this surface. So I'm just going to put a microfiber towel down so that I can keep this from moving so much. Ooh, actually, ooh, it's spot on. This one, I probably should have made it a little bit taller, actually. So we're going to do it this way because it's pretty much spot on. So I really won't need that because I'm not going to have to really lay it down. All right. Ooh, it's like spot. I did that one almost kind of perfect, except, I mean, okay, so with this one, like I said, it has this weird curve at the bottom, and that will cause ghosting. And right now it's going like over it. So trying to get that to really stay down without any air because it starts to curve, it's kind of aggravating. I'm going to push this up to right before like it starts roll. So I'm going to pull this up to about there where it's on the actual flat part of, and this is why I need this, because I'm normally doing this style like this so that I can see where it needs to be. Okay, why are you going on crooked? This is not a tapered tumbler. All right, and I want those lines I want to make sure those lines line up. So I got to just be very careful and make sure that this really is, oh my gosh, come, okay, you know what I'm going to do? All right, I'm going to tape it down so I know that this side won't move so much. Oh my gosh, come on. Why are you moving so much? Okay, perfect. There it is. Like I said, this normally only happens with this particular style of tumbler. All right. So we're just going to make sure that that is nice and tight. Kind of going around it, pulling it around, making sure it's tight too. And then I'm going to use my tape. Put that first one there, hold that sucker in place. I'm going to put one at the bottom. And one at the top. And all right, so that's good on there. Just making sure that it's tight. And now I'm going to put the rest of the tape on it. Some people like to use a lot of tape. Some people don't. I am one that likes to use tape. If you use a lot of tape, there are a lot of other methods, shrink wrap and all those different things. I personally happen to like tape. For some, it might seem like an excessive amount of tape. Others, not so much. I did have some silicone bands, which I have enough to put on both ends of this, but don't ask me where they are right now. Where's my actual squeegee? Not these. Do I have those in a home yet? All right. All right. I didn't put any at my desk. I'm gonna have to get up because I think they're all in. Go get a squeegee. Wait. Almost forgot my other tape to go around the edge. So I'm just going to press that down, and then on the bottom, I'm going to take my 1-inch tape and I'm going to go around the bottom. It's best to go in the direction that the tape, the paper is going. So I actually wrapped it this way. So it's going to be kind of weird for me because I'm going to have to put it down and then wrap it this way. You want your tape to go on as straight as possible and try to avoid any wrinkles in it because that can promote air gaps, like gaps and stuff. So a lot of times I pull it to make sure that I don't have any wrinkles right along the top. And that also helps me pull it to just make sure that it's nice and tight along the bottom seam. Although this is white, kind of light at the bottom, so we shouldn't have too many issues with the bottom part. Okay. And then we're going to do the top. I'm going to trim the edge of this. Let me put this up so you can see what I'm doing. So just have it on my table. This is a really sharp blade. And I turn the cup, keeping the blade flat on it. And I just turn the cup. This is thicker, so I got to kind of cut a little bit. And then just cut like that. And then I'm going to put tape. This is actually the wrong tape, and it's okay. Again, if you don't like tape, it's okay. Let's agree to disagree on how much tape I'm about to use. That is your personal preference. My personal preference is to use a hell of a lot of tape, of heat tape. That's just how I like to do mine. I've tried. I'm not saying that shrink wraps don't work, but I mean, it can be hit or miss. And then I don't like having to plug up my, what's that thing called? My heat gun for that. So I just like to use tape. And we're just going to go and I just try and make sure that I push so that I'm pushing the paper close to the tumbler and rolling it over. Now, this tape is not enough. It will come off. Like when it heats up, it will become like loose. And that's why I said I actually used the wrong tape because it's not going down far enough in here. I normally use a wider tape for the top so that it kind of goes in some. I'm still going to put this tape over it only because I don't want that tape to come loose. And that's why I was saying, like, I technically started using the wrong one. I think I want to I'm going to just go like this. Just want to make sure that. And sometimes to make it go down better, you can just cut some splits in it. That does help it so that it just goes down and it will be flat on the inside and have a lot, like the grip is better on it and it won't come up when it's heated. All right, so that's that. And then I normally go around mine with tape. So I am going to do one without going around and one with it. Personal preference, when it's a lot of dark colors, I'm going to go around it just to make sure that no air is getting out. This one doesn't really have a lot of dark colors, only really at the top. And then like as far as like around the top and at the seam, there's only a dark color here at the chalkboard. Down here, it's pretty light, like down in this area. But I am still going to put a piece of tape because this is the same way. Once you heat it, this tape can lift up, which this is the wrong one too. I like to use a thicker one to cover up all of the tape over there, but this can come up. The tape that's right here can lift the ones that I put across. So I'm just going to put a piece there, just go straight down so that when it heats up, it doesn't lift that up and allow air to get in. But on the next one, you're going to see, I'm going to wrap the whole thing. Like I want to make sure air doesn't get in. And we're going to just take my squeegee, just push that down on there, making that just a really nice bond on there. All right, so there's that one. I'm going to try and do this one without, oh, my nails are horrible. Without covering it up, just so you can see a couple different ways. Let's see. I'm going to try my first tumbler tonight. Perfect video today. Awesome. So if the tumbler has the rounded, it has the rounding at the bottom, we should take the photo all the way. Wait, we shouldn't take it. Not really. I mean, can get it. This is a tumbler that has some defects to it. And it's not like a regular rounded part. It actually goes in and comes out. So this is a tumbler that has a slight defect. So I'm not sure if you can kind of see the way that that is. So it has a hard stop and it kind of bubbles out and then it comes around. So trying to get where it's flat here and then go around, it always leaves this little air pocket here. See, there you can really see. Like it's like a little, it's an extra piece. It's almost like if you take something on the bottom, so it's like it's squished up. So this particular tumbler, I need to go above it. In my design, my actual overlap is only 0.125. I have plenty of measurements. I do, it kind of varies depending on which tumbler I pick up. It kind of, I'll change the size of it. But for the most part, I do 9.35 by 8.125 or 8.15. And it normally goes from pretty much from the top to like the very, very bottom without a lot of wiggle room. I have are really, really long tumblers, which is kind of weird. And those I have to go up a little bit more on the height. But you should always kind of measure your tumblers. If you get them from different vendors, kind of put something on it that lets you know what size it is so that when you're doing your template, you can choose the right tumbler for that template that you are working with. I have tumblers from a whole lot of vendors, from to Johnson's Plastics to Amazon, some that I got direct from China. So I have a lot of tumblers. And normally I would put it down like this and then cut it from the extra from the bottom because my other tumblers are completely flat to the bottom. This one is not. So I can't really do that because it'll still be going over this part. So I have to play around with this foolish tumbler. But I just want to get rid of these. So I only have a few more left of this particular style. All right. Right there to the edge and make sure, make sure that my ends line up, because this is a design where you'll be able to tell if it's off a little bit. Like right now, it's off, which, oh wow, that's off by a lot. Why? Because but that looks like it is off. Ooh, quite a bit. My paper is not lining up. Okay, I think right there, the line should line up. Okay. So just going to twist this just to make sure that it's, and I just knocked it out of the way. All right, so we're just going to twist it, making sure it's nice and tight. My lines line up. Take my first piece, just put it on there, just so that it stays tight, top and bottom. And then I'll go in and put the rest of them on. Kind of want to push this up some, but it's now tight. Like because of I had to adjust it. This part is like slanting down some, so look at how flat this part is because it's on the flat part. But as I get around here, you see how there's a gap because this pops out. And I really want it to be, all right, I'm going to try to get this cut as cleanly as possible. I'm sorry you guys can't see this. I'm just holding it up to my body and going around it with my X-Acto knife until I get back to the part where it is like the right angle. Oh, come on. I mean, I have my score line there, so. Well, dang. Okay, there it goes. Okay, there we go. Now it's all on the flat part and it's all right. I'm going to go in with my wide tape a little bit on the bottom. Well, down here, I leave enough at the top so that I can wrap it around. All right, I'm just going to do it this way. This is how I normally do this, which should have had my rag down with the traction. And I'm just going. Same thing with this side. If you're using the long tape and you want to kind of create some breaks in it, you can to help it lay down, and you can work in smaller sections instead of the whole thing. So you can cut the tape to help you pull it. Oops. Let's just put that back down like that. Don't know my own strength. All right. And then around the top. Oh, what happened to my tape? It's okay. I'm going to go over it again. I'm in such a small space that it completely rolled on me. Ew, I don't like that. That's rolled all the way. All right. Oh, crap. What the heck is going on? Okay, we're going to use a little piece of tape here. A bit too much, and I broke the tape. Well, dang, Shakir. Around here being she woman. Pulling the tape and breaking it. All right. So there's that. And then what I like to do for mine is I wrap the entire thing. So I wrap it like a Chinese package, okay? The tape dispenser was from Amazon. That like the company that manufactured this one from South Korea doesn't sell it anymore, because I've even tried to get it off of Alibaba to sell this one because it's just white and gray. So all you can find now are the green, pink, and purple ones are on Amazon. She says, my hands hurt from pulling and rubbing the heck out of it. So it depends on the paper that you're using for this. If you have a paper that bleeds, you are going to see the tape marks. When you have a paper that has no bleed. So the technology on the back of this, it keeps the gas from coming out this way. So you can put this in a tumbler press just like this, and you don't have to put butcher paper on it. The other ones, if you put it in your heat press or whenever you're making like a shirt and you press it, if you don't cover it up, you're going to see that ink come through the back. Well, it blocks it from coming through at all, which means it's not going to go the other way. So your tape marks you won't see. So it's with that and getting the tape marks, that is due to the paper that you are using. And I see a little break here. We don't want, so here's the thing and why, sometimes you'll have ghosting with tumblers. You have to remember that the sublimation process is turning that ink that's dried up on the paper into a gas. Gas is basically air. If there is even a small pocket for it to escape, it's going to find the fastest route of escape. So you want to, double check, make sure that you don't have any gaps. So if you have to put some more tape on it to then pull it to make sure that there's no gap, then do that. Because if you don't, you're giving it a place of escape. And even in that little spot, not sure if you can see how it's poking up right there. Even in that little spot, it will cause cast because the air can go through that portion. The paper needs to be touching the substrate, like it needs to be on it and no gaps. That is why we end up having white cast lines when gaps. All right. So, like I said, I'm a tape girl. I like a whole lot of tape. Whole lot of tape is what I like. She says that's what I get for not using the HS ink paper and ink. Maybe. All right. So, again, I want to go in the direction that I wrapped it. So I'm going to put this way so I can put it down. Let's see. Oh, I should have used like a 3-inch tape. So with this, I'm going to use 2, only because I could grab my 8-inch tape, but I don't feel like it. So I'm going to just go like this and put it down. Roll it over. Make sure that I kind of extend it out some, and then I just roll. And then when I get across that seam, I am pulling. Hold on, let me move it over some. I am pulling the tumbler to make it tight instead of like trying to pull on just the tape. So like I said, it's like a Chinese package. Me personally, this is what I like to do. Maybe if I was doing like just tumblers, I would probably seek out a different way of doing it. But tumblers are not my main product. And whenever I'm doing them, I'm not doing like 20, 30 tumblers at one time. I know Twisted Gypsy, they use the bands, which I did get some bands just to try that. And they just keep a bunch of them on hand. They kind of just tape. They use painter's tape. So they're still using tape. Like where they're seeing, they just use the blue tape to go over it. And then they put the silicone bands. But they do a lot of tumblers. And I just can't believe I just made this look. This is not how it's supposed to be, but it's okay. It's not. This is all light down here. So you can use the bands, and you want to use the blue painter's tape and all that. Use good one, not the cheap one, because there's, like I said, there's a bunch of different methods of doing this. So now I'm going to put these in the oven. I'm going to put mine in. I took my rack out, so they're going to go in the oven straight up and down like this. That's also going to help it not. Oh, I completely forgot about this part because I used the wrong one. This will come up. So I want to put, you know what? I'll just do this one. I want to put tape on it to keep it from coming up. I was supposed to use my thicker tape on the bottom. The more tape you have, the better grip it has, and it keeps the tape from coming up. When the tape comes up, that can open up air pockets, and that's where you can get the white cast lines. This is what happens when you use the wrong tape. This is why I like to use my wide tape on the bottoms so that I don't have to go back over it with tape. All right, so we're going to go put these in the oven. My oven is not on. I put mine in a non-preheated oven and set it for 350, 6 minutes because it's not preheated, so it's heating up, and then I'll be done. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, and I just noticed that the door on my oven is not closing all the way. So I am going to go back in a few minutes. I normally don't rotate it, but I just noticed that the door is kind of ajar a little bit. So I am going to just rotate it just in case there is some cold air to the front. So for the ones in the back, they can be near the heat. But I stood them up this time. I've laid them down, stood them up, all that kind of good jazz. Where do we find the tape that wide? On our website. Let's go here. There we go. So on our website, we have the tape. We have everything from 1/2 inch all the way up to 6 inches. So you can get the full sizes. We have a 1/2 inch and 1 inch bundle, or you can choose them a la carte. Again, from 1/2 inch to 6 inches. I get tumblers from like all over. I have tumblers from Amazon. I have tumblers that I've purchased from different vendors. I don't choose just one. because a lot of them really are just made overseas from the same exact vendors overseas. You can purchase from one person and be, purchasing the same exact tumblers that another company has. So because I know that to be factual, I don't really stress over where I get it from. If I'm wanting to support a company, small business, I'll buy from them. Especially if it's someone that's new, I want to just kind of support. So I have it from so many different places. I've gotten a ton of great ones from Amazon. I get them from Johnson's Plastics Plus. So yeah, all over. And I've had some straight from China. I have an Oster XL. Uh, yeah, it's the one with the pull down door. All right, I think I might be at like 3 minutes. Let me run back to the kitchen and turn it. Hold on. All right, yeah. So I think I might, because we use that oven and it's been used for years and years. It's kind of loose, so I might end up getting a new tumbler for, a new oven for in here. Probably my one. It's not going to be that size. It's going to be one I can probably do like one tumbler at a time. But that one, like, so the door is a little bit loose, so it might be time for me to get one that's in the office because that one is loose. Oh, you popped up here. I was gonna bring it to you. Go ring the doorbell. You say ring the doorbell? Yeah, I was gonna bring it to you. Oh, good. I ain't got to leave. Huh? Oh, okay. That's chic, babe. Oh. Oh, snap. I ain't gotta leave. I ain't gotta leave. Hey, I ain't gotta leave. I'm actually doing a live video making them, and I was up in the car and bring them to you. But I'm glad you were up this way. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, I don't think she hears me. Let me know when it goes beep a beep a beep. All right, let's see. Did I miss any questions in the beginning? No. I'm actually doing them on live, right? Yeah, I heard you. Oh, okay. It's too quiet. Oh, because the kid's not here. I hear it. All right, y'all. I'm about to go in these tumblers. I'll be right back. Oh, baby, these things were hot. All right, so I'm gonna let these cool a little bit because, oh Lord, they're hot. And it actually came up a little bit. So I'm actually glad I kind of had that extra layer of protection on this because it did some. And that's why I want to try Twisted Gypsies, like using the silicone bands around the top and the bottom, to where even if my tape comes loose, it keeps it tight to the tumbler. No, ma'am, he works for well, not works for. We own HSE 365 LLC. We our own boss. Ma'am? All right. All right. Babies are hot. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Remember, this is double paper. So I'm basically just cutting through the tape because there is paper underneath. So as long as you don't put too much pressure, you're just cutting through the tape. You will sound like you're cutting paper, but remember there is double paper there. So, and that's why I'm not worried about, like, I don't have to like unravel a whole bunch of tape because I just cut down the seam. Pull all this off in one swoop. As long as I have the tape cut properly. All right. There it goes. And then all the one inside, that stayed down inside. But of course, the tumbler was down, facing downward. So it's always so scary opening it up. No, what happened? And this is the one I had the extra tape on. No, I'm going to have to do this one over real quick. What the heck happened? Where did I have an air pocket at? And it looks so good. But right there, look. Don't know what happened. And that one had the majority of the tape on it. Now it's not down here because you can still be able to tell like if it ghosted, but here there's white and I have no idea why. All right, let's do this one. Oh no, that's the one that didn't have the tape. So air got in it. Because I'm like, this is the one I'm unwrapping now that has the tape on it. And this is why I like to wrap in a bunch of tape. Okay, it might be my tumbler because this one it happened to this one too. What's going on? This is why I don't like these tumblers too. Dang it, I'm gonna have to reprint this. What happened to my tumbler? Man, that one was really bad. And this had the tape on it. Okay. It may again be these tumblers. I'm trying my best to get rid of these tumblers. They are hit and miss. If you watch me for any amount of time, these are the ones that I said that I have to re-cure. So before I even did this, I put them in the oven to cure. Man, everything else is so friggin' nice. And then here's this stupid part here at the top. And actually, this one did worse at the top on that one. All right, I'm going to pull out an Amazon one. I'm going to wrap them the same exact way. Just this. All right, let me print this out real quick because she is waiting. And I'm going to go through this a whole lot faster this time. So print. All right. Dang it, man. I'm mad. What the heck happened here? There's always the issue has no, and it was the top where I normally don't have issues. Where is this one? So I don't know. These are the bad tumblers. I'm going to grab my Amazon ones. Well, the ones that I know for sure are flat, and I'm going to do it again. All right. Well, look, Sheikah, they're done, but the top messed up. So oh, wait, you guys could not hear me at all. I muted. So I was saying that this one is completely flat. This is still rounded, but it's flat until it reaches the rounded part. It does start to round up here. It goes all the way flat, and then, of course, it curves under. So it has a rounded one. There's some that have a really sharp cutoff, but these are the ones from Amazon. And how I know is the gasket on here is clear instead of being black. You have to pick her up at 3, or that's the time you go get her. I don't think she heard me. All right. So we're going to do this again. And, I should have brought the other ones so that you can see the difference. These are technically also a little bit higher. I most likely will not have to cut the paper because this is higher. Ooh. All right, it's not going to take it long to print because I do use plain paper setting. All right. And my ones from Amazon don't have the extra bubble wrap. It has just this one. It is hot. Thank you, ma'am. I'm so mad. And the rest of it came out so nice.
What came out messed up?
What you mean was messed up? You don't see the top, the big old white line right here? It ain't supposed to be like that, ma'am.
Well, it don't look messed up to me.
And y'all, she looks like a cup. This is an imperfection. That's not how that's supposed to look. What's messed up to us to a client, oh, that's a part of the design. They're not even going to think anything of it. I guess she just thought that was distress. I should give it to her, but I'm not, because I know that's not how it's supposed to be.
No.
Sometimes we stress more than that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not with this logo on it. Not with this logo on the bottom. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That will not happen. You have to get her by 3, or that's when you go to get her.
Mm-hmm. No, we have to get them before 4.
Oh,
okay. At her age, I guess. That's like
Oh, okay.
So like work. Late, so I can't go late.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I want to make you late. Well, my blade now, Jesus. Now I just cut all the stuff off of this. What did I do with my blade that fast? So I can hurry up and cut up this next print. Oh, hold on. Ugh. And the crazy thing is, this actually burnt. So I don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. What did I do with my blade that fast?
Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, I see it. I'm gonna need you. Don't leave, because I need you to hand me that too. Hand me the print. So I ain't got to get my lazy self up. Go ahead. Bend down, sexy.
That's crazy. Oh.
Thank you, sexy. You don't hand people nothing like that, trying to cut people. All right. It's almost done. And mess ups are part of the game. I've been doing them for a while. I have some that are really, really great. Oh, I can't even show you guys. Hold on. I'm going to cover up the pictures. And although you can't, like if it was messed up, you would be able to tell, like it will not be sharp. I can't show you the pictures because it's a Mother's Day gift. But I mean, it's white, but don't have that ghosting on this one. And then like if it was ghosted at the top, like the mom would like that part, because the other part came down to there, that would be ghosted. Oh shoot, I think I showed it. And then that part would be, I mean, this is all white, so of course there will be no ghosting there. Let's see, is there another one in here? I don't think there is. Oh, all right, hand me that, ma'am. Thank you kindly. Appreciate you. Oh, what in the HE double hockey sticks happened here? Miss Maria don't want to get done. All righty. Let's redo her. Let's print hers again. Look, I don't know what happened in the print. It came out crazy at the bottom. All right, so let's just print Miss Maria's own again. Copy. Paste 11 by 17. Enter. Oh, I didn't say 71. I said 17. Backspace. Okay. All right, and print. I have, is there any paper in there? No. Oh, that's why I did that. There's no more paper in there, and it pulled this one twice. All right, let's do this one while that one is printing out. Update. Cut this bad boy off. All right, this time I'm not going to talk through it so much. I'm just going to go. So you get to see it. We do this in real time as if I was just sitting here at my desk working. See, this, I knew it. It wouldn't be anything. It literally goes top to bottom. So there's nothing extra for me to cut off. I just have to make sure. Ooh, and it's like probably just barely fitting because this is a wider tumbler. Like you have to always measure your tumblers because sometimes they're just made to be different sizes. Like even though they're 20 ounces, they are slightly different in size. Just realized I keep picking up the wrong tape. Now it's harder to get it inside and stay so that you know that it's tight. Great. All right, let's make sure that I don't pick up the wrong tape for the bottom. Excuse me. Don't know my own strength. Hand me that. Are you serious? It printed out wrong, but it's okay. It printed out sideways, so I'm wasting paper, but it's okay. Good thing I own the paper line. Ooh, about to cut the wrong side. This is a side on the tumbler. I try and put my logo on the side that I want to go down on the tumbler so that I don't forget. So whichever side I have it designed to where my overlap is, I put my logo to the opposite side so I know that this is the side that goes down on the tumbler. Now, what did I do with that tumbler? Oh. Oh, I don't think the paper lines were set to line up. Oh, that kind of sucks. My chalkboard lines up, but my paper, like the lines on the paper, don't. And trying to make them line up, I may have caused a shift in my paper last time. Just making sure that this kind of stays in place. Some people will just, they'll put their starter tape and then they'll just take one piece of tape straight down. A lot of times it is the painter's tape. Now, we'll say that like painter's and masking tape is thicker than heat tape, which can make it a little bit easier to put on. And because it's thicker, can be a better protection from air getting inside the tumbler. But I don't like using the painter's tape. All right, so that's so weird. These are the exact same tumblers. The other one was top to bottom, it fit. This one has an overlap. That is so weird. And they came from the same exact box. But even with these, they are not the same. So I now have an overlap here at the bottom, which I didn't notice before. So I'm going to try to evenly cut that, putting my blade down on the tumbler where it's straight. Uh-oh, you guys can't see. And I'm cutting this off. Now, I have no idea why this one was like that and the other one was literally a perfect size. crooked. Let me take this off. Oh, come on. Now I can't get under the paper and I'm scratching the coating. All right. Good thing that's white on the bottom. Be careful if you have color because then your print's going to be all messed up. But this is white on the bottom, so you're not going to really be able to tell. Ow. I don't know how this ended up being a different size tumbler. And it came from the same exact box. But that lets you know, even though they came from the same vendor, they're still different sizes. I'm not sure if it's maybe the circumference of one was smaller than the other. When I had them on the table, they looked pretty much the same size, but something was obviously different about them because one went right to the edge and the other one did not. All right. And for all of those that wonder, I know y'all heard me say that this was for, we don't play that around here either. Ma'am, how much does tumbler cost? Say it again for him.
25.
I mean, I'm still technically giving her a little bit of discount, but they pay the price around here. All right, so there's that. And then we're going to wrap this baby, like I said, like a Chinese package. It moves too much when there's nothing on the table. So I put something down to keep it from rolling, rolling, rolling. This, see, that's lower. This, look, where the other tape ended and where this ended. That's so weird. So maybe this one was slightly taller. All right. She says, I have to explain my redo to my family all the time. Exactly. Are you sure your top didn't come out right and it's not the design of the picture? No, it's supposed to be solid. I designed it myself, so I know that it's supposed to be solid. All right, so let me go put these back in the oven. Right. So they're in there. I do okay, 10:53. So 10:56. I will go back because we have a gap in the oven and I will rotate that one. The door is ajar. All right, let's see. Um Incredible afternoon. Yeah, I can't see over there. All right. So, here's what we did. And where's the one that messed up? And I'll show you that it's not, well, why am I doing that? I can show you on Silhouette Studio. I created this design this morning. There we go. So yeah, it's not supposed to have that at the top. But otherwise, it was nice except for this distress and white cast line at the top. And this one, you will hear the difference between these tumblers and that one. Like I said, these I always have to reheat because they have like when they came, you can see the impression of the bubble wrap on it because I guess it didn't cure properly. So when you wait, I think this is okay, yeah. So if I do this one, I'm going to put it to the mic. And then this one, you see, you hear the difference in the sound because this was one of the good tumblers. This is one of the bad ones. So it has like a weird like film over it. And that's why I said this one I have to start full coverage designs and doing just like a front, like just a face design because and those are these two. And then here's this one. Oh, shoot, I just showed y'all the picture. You don't hear anything. No, because this is a Mother's Day gift. I don't want her to somebody end up seeing it online. It was a Mother's Day gift because you're picking it up tomorrow. But yeah, sometimes it's not you, it's your tumblers. I got some of those from China and they feel horrible. Let me go rotate this. I hate the fact that I have to now rotate because I normally don't. I normally put it in there and just be done with it. All right, I'm back. Can you do anything about it? No, it's just that these were badly cured. So it was either the coating that they put on it was a bad mix, and it just didn't properly cure it. So I put it in the oven and it makes it to where the paper doesn't stick. So with this one, before, if you, I have a couple videos when I was testing, like the tumbler press, well, the mug press, and I had like these little things all the way around. When I was doing that test, it kept sticking to it. So the coating on it wasn't cured. So when it actually heated up, it was also still curing it. And it would make the paper stick to it. And I would have paper stuck all to it. And then I remember I have what's called Sublimate glaze. And when you put that on there, you're supposed to cure that with heat. So I said, okay, well, let me try it. So I did that and it makes it to where the paper no longer sticks to it, but it's really, really hit or miss, especially with these. Now, like I said, if it was just like you can see all this in here is fine. Even like here is fine, but top and bottom, it's kind of like, well, like very, very top. I mean, the bottom actually isn't that bad though, because I mean, the black on there is very much so black. This is not meant to be solid black. I want it to look more like pencil. So I put the next one down from solid black as far as color. But yeah. All right. So we move these. It's probably gonna go beepity beep. Where are my heat gloves? Because last time Joker's damn near burnt me. Oh, there's my ruler. But where are my gloves? I hear it. I'm looking for my heat gloves. Whoa. She laughing at me because I got my big gloves on. These are for grilling. I'll be right back. All right. Woo. Now we have no ghost stain on that top rim. Now let's see, who is this? Miss Maria. See the difference in the two? All right. Oh, that is hot. All right, let's see if this one came out correctly. Let's pray that it did. Should be no reason why it did not. And, oh, look, that's a big difference too. Two. Like, look at the one and then look, I mean, even the name. So like that one in itself didn't take, like the other one didn't take the ink like this one did that had proper coating on it. Oh, great. I put it over there and you can see it. Thank you. It's too late now. All right. So there's that one. All right. And there they are. All right. Woo! They are a little hot still, but not that hot, so I can't put them. It is hot in this room. That's where in the heck it's hot at. Oh, wait. I gotta take these outside and get some snapshots. All right, y'all, I gotta go. So she can go pick up her child and I have to pick for you. Because it'll be my fault. And then the tumbles will be free. I'm not gonna go back to the camera because baby, I am sweating because it is hot in this room. But I'm going to go and get some snapshots of this tumbler so I can have it. And I shall talk to you guys later. Yeah, I know. I just realized I left it over there in the corner. Bad place to put it. Hopefully she doesn't follow me. Or no one knows her. I'm like, oh, I saw a thing with your picture on it. But yeah, someone said, I like how you put your logo right there. All right. So, all right, y'all. I shall talk to you guys later. Until next time, have a great one. Until next time. Have a great one. Continue to unlock creativity and be incredible. I have no idea what the heck I was thinking just then. All right, y'all. Peace.